Hey dudes, I'm gonna make one more video while I'm out here today because it's actually something I've been trying to do for the past couple days, is to get this air pack off of this truck. So I kind of want to walk you through it. It's not real complicated, but you know, if there are beginners out there, you might find this very helpful. So you might see I've got all of my nice new work lights set up, give us plenty of light here, and what we have here is the old style, long style air pack. And you're gonna need a 1/2 inch flare nut wrench. Do not try to do this without a 1/2 inch flare nut wrench because you will round this shit off. And this line right here, you can still buy it from Big Mike's, but that's not one you want to try to make on your own. And it's not one you want to have to buy if you don't have to, right? So what I suggest doing is you'll take this 1/2 inch flare nut and you'll break this loose. And when you put these back on, you don't need to get them gorilla ass tight either, okay? Just snug. And then, you know, make sure they're not going to leak after. So you'll want to break this one loose. As you can see, I'm having kind of an issue. There's stuff falling out of my pockets onto the creeper, and oh, of course, it'll go on right where I can't get any swing on it. Fuck me. Anyway, so sometimes you got to get on, like put your arm up here above, and put. Anyway, yeah, stuff falling out of my pockets. So what you want to do with this line in particular is you're going to take this fitting completely out. You're going to unthread it and take it out. And once you break it loose, you can use a regular 1/2 inch wrench just to speed things along. But if you try to use an open end wrench to break these loose, not every time, but a good 80% of the time, you'll end up rounding it off, and that's no fun. So just be forewarned. Flare nuts wrenches exist for a reason, and you need them. So you take this one completely off, and then let's see if we can get lucky here. Okay, yeah, cool. I actually have already replaced this master cylinder before, so their lines on here were not super tight. Haven't been on here unmolested for years, so what you want to do is get this just loose enough that you can swing this line up out of the way and wedge it just against that bolt right there. Now if you've got the vertical style cross member, you may need to strap it up with a piece of wire or something, but this generally works with this type transfer case cross member. So once you've got that off, if your master cylinder is full, which this one obviously is not, it is going to drip a lot of fluid out. So have a drain pan and don't be laying directly underneath it like I am. Your next step will be taking your handy dandy 1/2 inch flare nut wrench, and you're going to go over here. This is the input, by the way. This comes from the master cylinder down to the air pack. This right here is the output. This goes from your boosted portion out to the whole rest of the brake system. So then you're going to take this one off, and this one I have never had loose, so we'll see how hard it is to break loose. Not that bad. Okay, so you'll take that one off. You're going to unplug your brake light switch. You know, if you have the hydraulic brake light switch, it'll be, you know, right here on the end. If you've got the air switch like this one does, it's up right here. So unplugging it's not a problem. I mean, if you can pull a wire, you can unplug it, because that's literally all you have to do. So you'll take that off, and then you can take your skid plate off, which is 2 5/8 bolts. And most of the time I use an impact or whatever for this. Now these two bolts here are dual purpose. They both hold the skid plate on, and they hold the air pack to the mount. So you can take the skid plate off and then put a bolt back in right here, so that you can easily break the rest of your lines loose without the air pack flailing around wildly like a dumbass. You don't have to actually tighten it back over the wrench, just hand tight like that's fine. Yeah, that's an 11/16. I don't have that with me. So this is your main air feed over here. This comes down off the frame to the air pack. You're going to need to take that off. And I thought it was a 3/4, but it's not a 7/8. It's probably 13/16. Sometimes these are a different size. That is a variable. This rear mount bolt right here in the center of the canister, that is a 3/4. And you'll want to break that loose. Don't take it off yet until you get all your lines done. Okay. So, let's see. This is your vent, okay? It might be a 5/8. Yeah, this is your vent. It goes up and around across the cross member, and this is where your vent ties in from your master cylinder to a splitter here. So, this is your vent. This is your that's the service line right there, and then your main air feed. So you'll take this off. You'll take off your service line that goes back to the trailer brake glad hands. You'll take off your main air feed. You'll take off your rear mount bolt, and then your air pack will come off. Assuming that you've also taken this off already. So yeah, I need to close this video out so I can actually do this, because I need both hands to do it. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below, and I will get back to you and help you out the best I can. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We sure appreciate it. Check out our sponsors. They will also be listed in the description below, as always. They sell replacement air packs. They sell rebuild kits. They sell everything you need for these trucks. That's Big Mike's Motor Pool sells the parts, and RavcoParts.com sells the paint that you'll need to touch up little stuff like this. So thank you for watching, guys, and we will see you on the next video.